I have 7 tips to get your teacher to like you this year, and you should definitely stay to the last one because that is the best one. I challenge you to do all 7 this year and just see where it takes you. I bet you see a change this year like you've never seen before. All right, here's the first tip. Teachers want to like you. So your start of the school year, you always have the benefit of the doubt. You have a clean slate, your teacher doesn't know you, and you don't know them. So take advantage of that and don't immediately dig yourself in a hole on the first day of school and the first week of school before they really get to know you and before you really get to build a relationship with them. This is crucial to not ruin that first impression that you have the second you walk in that classroom. Trust me on this one. The second one is just say hi. When you come in, say hi, how was your summer? And then when you leave, say have a great day or say thank you. Or be like, that lesson was really cool. I'll see you tomorrow. Anything. Just come up with a closing statement and an opening statement in your back pocket and do it for all your teachers this year. They're going to notice you, I promise. And listen, the more rapport you build with your teacher, the better off they're going to take care of you this year. That's pretty much how it works. You show them you want to learn, you show them you want to put in the effort, they're going to help you out, and it pays dividends, I promise. Another example of a little thing that you could do is maybe someone dropped a pencil, on the floor or a pen on their way out and they didn't notice. Pick up the pen off their floor and then give it to the teacher. Be like, oh, I saw someone drop this. It's like the little things like that are going to be so important. Push your chair in before you leave. Another good example is holding the door open for kids as they're leaving and entering the room. That's always a good one. Just showing that you're part of the community in a positive way is really what teachers are looking for there. And they're going to want to take you under their wing and help you out this school year and build a relationship with you. And that's really what you're going for here. Next thing, effort over intelligence. You don't have to be the smartest person in the classroom to build the best relationship with your teacher. I promise. Your teacher is going to look to see if you are putting in the effort to do well in their class. That's what they want to see. Are you following their advice and their direction? I stand up in front of my classroom every day and I tell the kids the same thing. I'm like, guys, just pay attention during the class, right? And then hand in your work. It's super easy. If students are putting in an effort to do those things, I'm going to notice, right? So take the advice of your teacher. They're going to tell you what to do to pass their class. Just do that and they're going to notice and you're going to thrive in that room no matter what the case. The next thing is really important advice. There's a time and a place, okay? So if you're the goofball, the clown of the classroom, that's fine. We love that in our classroom. Trust me, we like that. But there's a time and a place, right? If the teacher is presenting information or giving group direction, that's not the time to bust out the clowning and the distracting and the funniness. It's just not. Wait until the time is right, like during group work where the teacher is just rotating around the room, or before class or after class, or like in a little pause in the middle of class, something like that, or when you're just up in your at their desk one-on-one. That's the time. Or in the hallway, not when they're giving direct instruction and really are in a serious part of the class. You have to pick your battles, right? So zone in and lock in during that time, which is probably not that much, just to be honest. And then when you're kind of more free in the class, then you could start opening up and doing your little goofiness and your jokes, and that's fine as long as you know that teacher and that's acceptable in their classroom. Next tip, own your own mistakes. If you mess up, say sorry and mean it. Don't fakely say sorry because I told you to do this, right? You actually have to mean it. You're not going to be perfect the whole year. You're going to forget about something. And here's something else that's important. If you know you can't do your homework that night, like let's say you go home that night and then you have something due the next day, but something comes up that night that's like impeding you from doing that homework assignment, shoot your teacher an email and tell them what's going on. Most people are going to be very, very understanding and especially going to really appreciate the responsibility that you took to reach out to them the night before and tell them why you can't get that assignment in. So, and if you forget your assignment the next day and your teacher's just checking over their homework, all the homework, and you forget, don't make up some story. Just look them in the eye and say, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. And own your mistake. We're looking for that, and that's highly respectable. Don't repeat the mistake 50 times, 2 or 3 times, okay, but that comes down to organization, and I'll give you some tips for that in a whole nother video. The next tip is going to be ask for help. If you are struggling in that class of that teacher, you have to utilize them for help. They're the master of that class, right? So it's important. If you're embarrassed to ask questions during class, I totally get that. before class, after class, at extra help, and an email, something like that. Let them know what you're struggling with, and they're going to help you. Here's another thing. Let's say you zoned out during that lesson. You were like, I don't know, having an off day, or you didn't sleep last night and you totally missed the lesson. Stay after class for 10 seconds when everyone leaves and be completely honest with your teacher and say, oh, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, like, I just want to let you know I was totally not paying attention today, and I really apologize for that. But if you can give me like the cliff notes or something, and then I'll talk to a friend and try to catch up, I'd really appreciate it. I just wanted to let you know, and I'm really sorry. You know how far that's going to go with your teacher? It's going to go, so, obviously don't do that every single day, but you have to be real with your teachers. That's the important part. We're looking for that. Trust me. We want to see real humans doing real human things, not making up excuses constantly and digging yourself in a hole and not putting in effort to get through our class or do well in our class. We are on your side. We're on your team. We want you to do well. That's what you need to know, but you have to put in the effort to do it, or else it's not going to work. And finally, the last tip, thank you so much for sticking around this long. You have to be a good person. That is truly the secret. Everyone knows what the definition of a good person is, okay? So if you know that you don't currently fit that definition, do something this year that's going to put you in that boat. Let me give you an example. If you're like the really popular kid in school, I had a kid that was really, really popular one year. He was like that popular kid, right? But the reason he was so popular, believe it or not, he was like the quarterback of the football team, all that stuff, friends with everyone, right? He was also super nice to our kids in our special education program. Super nice to them. Went out of his way and helped them. He would help kids open their locker. He didn't have an enemy in the whole building. He was never mean to anyone. And that's what made him the most popular kid in the building, believe it or not. So if that's you, you should really try to go that route. I've seen that work so many times, and you make yourself accessible to the whole building, and everyone knows who you are and everyone loves you. Like that's your target, okay? Just be kind to everyone. You don't have to be the most popular person in the building, but you should be the nicest person in the building. That's what you should go for. All right? Good luck this school year, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.